Hey everybody, let's take a quick intro to PowerPoint. This is one of the coolest programs ever. I just think it's awesome. Alright, so we have the File tab here, same as the other programs. You got your Save, Save As, Open, Close, Recent, which is handy if you've lost something or you've closed something and you can't remember where you put it. You can always go back to Recent to find it. New, which is where all your templates are. Print, which serves as a print preview as well. I don't have a document open, so that's same as the other programs. And you'll see your buttons here are also the same. That's your undo and redo and your save button, but we use quick keys for that, don't we? Don't we? Don't we? I hope you do, or at least think about it. Clipboard. You've got some slides group here, which is a little bit new. We haven't had that in the past programs. Font, same group, same buttons as we've had before. Paragraph is again still everything about spacing. So some different features. Text direction is one that's different. And we have Convert to Smart Art, which we probably have that in the other ones, probably in Word, but I just don't think it's as visible. We have more drawing here, and we have arranging, which means layering objects one on top of the other. Let's see, that's pretty much it for home. We have an insert tab, which looks very similar to what we see in Excel. You have a table here you can add, as well as, graphs and charts and shapes, all sorts of cool stuff. And then you've got video and audio here. I haven't done too much of that. I often find if I have a question on how to do something in PowerPoint specific to video, inserting or embedding video or audio, I go to YouTube and I Google it, or I YouTube it, whatever you want to say, and I watch a video on YouTube because they have some great tutorials for a specific task like that I don't do very often. I can't really, it's not something I have readily available in my brain. Alright, so page setup and orientation are here, which is handy, but these themes are the coolest because you can pick lots of different themes, and you can also browse for them out on the internet. There are even more themes. So I think this is a very quick way to have a really professional looking PowerPoint presentation. There's no need to build it from scratch. Grab a presentation. You can always modify the presentation if you're afraid it's going to look like something, one of these stock presentations. Go in here and change the color. You can change the fonts and you can change the effects. So you can modify all those themes to look very individual or unique. Here's the background styles, which also includes your formatting your background. A lot of people like to put in one picture for the background. That's how you do it. I'm not really a fan of that because usually you can't read the writing that's over a picture, so I tend not to do format background unless I've got a picture with not a whole lot of change in color or it's pretty monotone. Transitions. Alright, so here you have your transitions between the slides, and again you have a bazillion kinds of transitions to pick from, and these are pretty cool. I usually pick one and then use apply to all so that everything looks consistent, and you can add more features over here. Animations, also a personal favorite. I use the animation pane, which puts it here. I can grab an item and add animation. I'll go through that a little bit later, but it's pretty slick. Slideshow, here's how you run it, and I use the quick keys for that. It's F5 to run the show. It's Shift F5 to run it from the slide you're looking at. And I think knowing both of those keystrokes comes in very handy when you're actually doing your presentations. I don't use those two. Not really very familiar with those. I don't use timings because I find when I'm actually doing public speaking, I need to click it when I'm done, especially if the group has questions or something. I don't like to have it going on without me. Okay. Review. I don't use too much in here. A view button. Here's the same as in Word and Excel. You've got your different ways to look at the document or at the PowerPoint. Slide sorter is great. I only have one slide right now. We'll look at this next time when I have more. But you can just drag them and change the order. And the other one, I just usually work in normal here, so I can add my notes down here, or I'll all the slides will be stacked up here. You can also click and drag them here to change the order. You have all of this area to work in the middle. It's kind of handy. Different ways to zoom it. Here's your ruler, view ruler, just like in Word. Alright, and then add-ons, I have Camtasia, so I have those buttons for Camtasia, which is the video recording software that I use here. So let's see. Down here you have your zoom, like you did in other programs, as well as the different view buttons. And I think that's about enough for now. I'll see you on the next video and we'll get started building a PowerPoint.